go. And there we go. We're live. Yep, we're live. Cool. Hello everyone. Me and Renard here today. We're currently in we're in the Virtual Furry Museum, which got an update last night. This is the Halloween update. They also added in I can't remember how to pronounce it because it's in Spanish, but it's called the furry family of Friendo, which is the equivalent. I'll show you guys in a bit. But yeah, I hope you've all been doing well. I've been having a couple issues with getting VR to run properly right now. I think I know what it is, but it's running really weird for me. Yeah. It's very weirdly intermittent. Words don't work for me at the moment either, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But
if you have difficulty pronouncing stuff, I might read it for you. If I'm intuitive with that sort of shit. Maybe there's
it's my own words
like,
that I'm saying out of my mouth that are the problem right
like
now.
with the Spanish thing that you talked about earlier.
Oh,
I may be able
yeah,
to say it, but not to know what it means. But
yeah. Well, anyways, I hope you've all been doing well. I've just been doing a couple things here and there. I do have my video that I'm going to be planning on making soon. That'll be made soon enough. I've just got to wait on a couple things to arrive. I've gotten one of the things to arrive. I just need to wait on two other things. And then I can finish up the project. I might release it in 2 parts. Yeah. We'll see. I've got a few things I want to do. On that note, though, let's take a look around. So, they update, Solo, who's the one who makes this amazing world, updated it to have a Halloween theme to it. So there's, pumpkins and candles everywhere. Yeah.
Also, this world took a while to load.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on in here. But it's actually like, and I'm saying this actually pretty impressively. Normally when I play Steam VR and I'm also like playing VRChat and running OBS at the same time while streaming, I normally take like a 10 or 20% hit on my performance. Here's the crazy thing. I think it's only about a 5% in this world. It's the only one I've noticed. So down here, he's also added a awning above the entrance. Wow.
Oh, Aisha joined.
Aisha joined. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Aisha.
How you doing, bud?
Streaming. Oh.
I'm doing fine.
It's good to see you. We're just exploring
been
this
well.
world.
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends made this world, and it's probably one of the most efficient worlds I know of on VRChat. At least it's PC. The only problem is it's just PC only. But put it this way, this guy said he could not get even half the stuff to run in VRChat on Quest, due to the advanced shaders and techniques he uses to get it running. But it does work very well on PC. Well, anyways, this way.
How's your did you have post-con syndrome?
Post-con syndrome? Not really.
I don't normally get post-con syndrome or depression from after a con. Sometimes a little bit during, but it's very... I don't get it that much anymore. Yeah.
By the way,
I just
for
had a
reference,
fun time.
For reference, we went to a furry convention. Aisha and I went to a furry convention Saturday.
For reference.
Yeah.
For reference, yeah, it was called Reference.
Yeah. Anyways, this world is dedicated to our fandom in a very special way. This is for those that are no longer with us. and it's a very beautiful little piece of history. So this behind me is actually an entire VRchat world that's been miniaturized down to fit into Sodalo's world, with the original uploader's permission. They actually shared the files to be able to make this. And he's going over all kinds of history about said event and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, this world is an impressive feat of engineering. Put it this way, there's shaders here that if I swear anyone else was trying to use, they would probably cause me to stutter and crash while playing VRchat and doing a stream like this. Yeah. There's lots of photos on the walls and video. There's music playing that's from Mexico. From the yeah. It's known as the Day of the Dead, but I can't remember how it's pronounced in Mexican. In Spanish. But it's pretty cool. I honestly enjoy seeing this kind of history and like how our fandom integrates cultures from around the world, from people, and I actually know people from said background. It's impressive to they're real happy to see. Hello, John. How you doing? It's good to see you. We're currently in a world in VRchat by the name of Virtual Furry Museum, and they have a new exhibit. This is the Furry Family of Frienda. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know any of these people.
Wow. I've only met one of them. Actually, two technically. I've met Changa Husky, who does a lot of stuff with virality and a few other things in VRchat, and I met Cy Sable once. But he passed away this year.
He has a death date. Oh, that's
yeah. But he was an amazing furry. Put it this way, he done some pretty impressive stuff. He developed. He actually had a couple patents for audio stuff. Based on how far, and it was to do with sound around bass speakers, like subwoofers. You used a measurement of the actual subwoofer carried by pi, and the distance. Essentially, it calculated the distance they had to be apart from each other. That's pretty impressive. No one would think that the distance.
What is this supposed to represent exactly?
All those that have passed on. Oh, if you're struggling to read it because it's in Spanish, go over there and click on the English translation.
For me, it's in English.
Oh, okay then. That's good. Yeah. Who's the blue husky? That's Renard. Yeah.
I'm a fox, by the way.
Renard Fox. Yes. Boop.
Yeah, I'm not a husky. But nice to meet you anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. John says, "Oh, hi, Renard. It's good to see you again." Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
I don't know about the again. I don't know if we've met before.
In VR chat through the stream, I think a few times.
Probably.
Yeah.
May have been tired because a lot of times, like especially this year, it was at 1 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
Right now it's 11 p.m. for me.
A lot more manageable time zone. Yeah.
A lot more manageable. Yeah, because when my daylight saving clock goes down, his goes up because we live on opposite sides of the world. So his seasons are reversed and his days are reversed. So sometimes it's more convenient for me to be on the streams, and sometimes it isn't. When the clocks
Oh,
are.
that's Aisha, the other individual with us today.
Yeah, that's Aisha.
He's one of
from
Renat's
the
Uh,
friends.
country.
yes.
He's from my part of the world.
Yes. We live in the same country.
Yee.
Me and Reinhard.
Yee.
On the complete opposite side of the world
John says hi,
from
Aisha.
Volk. Hello.
Yee. But yeah, so this world is essentially dedicated to those that passed. This little area down here. This is actually an entire vrchat world. There's actually dedicated to everyone. Are you talking about John, Aisha, mine, or one of the other person's avatars, John? He says he likes your avatar.
Who's avatar?
Aisha's
Who's
avatar.
Who's avatar?
There you go.
Oh, that's a fun way to spell my name.
Yeah, it's actually a good way. It would work.
Wow.
I mean, you would pronounce it like that.
I got a whole bunch of
I guess so.
I could put the actual spelling in the Discord because it's not in the chat. So
yeah.
it's spelled like this.
Okay, go ahead and put it in. You know what I need to do, Renard?
Renard, you made a blunder.
There we go.
Why?
You didn't capitalize my name.
Ah, fuck. Gosh, capitalizing names.
There we go.
I do.
There we go, Renard. I got you set as a moderator now, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. It just, if you see anything, it's, spam or, that sort of content. Basic stuff. But yeah, anyways, on another note, so this area is essentially dedicated to a whole bunch of furs that have, who are no longer with us. And I've actually been to this world, and I've actually was with someone that recognized one of the people's headstones. It was very sobering for them, but I think it was a bit of closure they wanted because they hadn't seen them and they were wondering where they were. Yeah, I won't say who it was because but it's very good to see this sort of stuff because I think it helps a lot of people express everything in a way that's healthy.
Yeah, our spelling is a bit different.
We speak a different language, so yeah, we have
English
our own.
translating.
I mean,
dat valt wel mee.
Dialect. Het is helemaal geen dialect. Het is
Het is geen dialect. Het is een taal. Het is gewoon een prachtige taal.
Het is gewoon een taal. Nederlands.
So is your gene...
Ja? Wat rusten. Parents are going to bed.
Oh, okay.
Told them good night.
Okay. Is Gene someone? What does that mean, John? I'm sorry.
Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons is a musician.
Oh,
he was in the band Kiss.
Oh, okay.
Is he Dutch though? I didn't know. I didn't know he was Dutch. Is he? I know Eddie Van Halen is Dutch, but
interesting.
That's why I always get pissed off when people call him Van Halen because it's not Van Halen, it's Van Halen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Says he.
Oh, his name. No, he's not. Gene Simmons was not Dutch. He's from Israel.
Oh, well there you go.
Because his full name is Eugene Klein, but yeah, that sounds Dutch, I guess. But it's more like
Israel.
German.
Yeah.
It's Yiddish, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So he's from.
Yeah.
Chaim Witz. That's his birth name.
Okay.
But yeah, he's
Yeah.
he was born in Israel, I guess. Oh, well,
Okay.
didn't know that actually.
That doesn't have to be
Oh, you're a big
like.
fan of him. Okay. Yeah.
He's a good musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this Halloween, it's kind of for me been about celebrating those that have passed and remembering them, as well as I guess just kind of enjoying my vibe for a lot of things. There's been a lot of interesting stuff people have been doing. I occasionally go to public worlds briefly in some cases, and I see some interesting avatars and people hang around. Yeah, Halloween is almost here. Technically over here it technically is, because time zones, I put it this way, I did not know it was actually, I thought it was Halloween right now, but I don't know. It's confusing. Time zones. Because he's literally the opposite time zone to me. Literally, it's flipped.
What is the... People are going to bed over here. Yeah, I'm on the opposite side of the world. You draw a line through the earth, you'll end up somewhere in New Zealand. Or like in the ocean, probably, but
very
close
to New Zealand, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, John. So the next area we're going to go to is actually, I've got a few worlds lined up for Halloween.
Van Halen, man.
Van Halen.
Let's see here. Recently visited.
Van Halen was a pretty good guitar player.
We've got a whole bunch of Halloween themed worlds. I just got to go and find them in my list. Here we go. We've got a world called Ferality Luma, but it's been updated to have a Halloween theme to it. I'm actually enjoying what they've been doing actually with Ferality. We're just hopping on over. And it just takes, it's only an 83.4 megabyte world, so it won't take too long to download. You guys going as for Halloween? Well, I don't normally do Halloween over here. But if I was to, I would probably have my fursuit on. Yeah. My face. There you go. Personally though, I really do enjoy seeing some of the people's outfits they've been making for Halloween. There we go, we're loading in. Just gotta wait for Aisha to drop on in. Yeah. So they themed this world around.
Aisha's already here.
Oh.
Where is he?
Don't know.
Huh?
I don't see Aisha. Odd.
Oh, I think he accidentally
walked
went
through
the
portal behind him. That goes to the Ferality home hub, whatever you want to call it.
I sent him an invite again.
Yeah. This world does actually have a challenge. There is 10 rubber ducks that you can find. And put it this way, when I mean they're hidden, they are hidden. It took me a little while to find them all. There's 10 of them, though, that you can able to find, and they open up a little extra area.
Oops.
Ah, there you are.
Did you accidentally went through that portal?
Yeah.
I accidentally walked into the portal.
Yeah, because now it's no longer like I kind of miss the old portal thing
That
where you
was
could
kind of
just walk
cool.
into Finn's room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it was getting difficult for them to manage it all, with them all connected together. That's my only thought on
I guess.
why. Yeah, but it is kind of cool. They still kind of integrated it in a way that you could still like hop from one to another easily. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to either respawn or
mate.
But,
use flight
I
colliders.
know, don't curse.
La bugger.
Jeez.
You're not allowed to curse. This is a friend. This is a friendly, like a family friendly PG-13.
Oh come on, it's 2024.
Yeah, I don't mind
It's
the occasional thing
2024.
being
Shit on
dropped as
TV.
long as it isn't too offensive.
We,
Bugger.
we can insult the gods sometimes, like not
Yeah.
too often.
Nobody in this, like except
Yeah.
for you, will understand what I said. So.
Yeah.
You,
Oh well.
you don't know. Maybe there are some Dutch people in the audience.
I'm sure there is some people
Nope.
out there, but anyways, yeah, they changed the
not in
color
this
of the
audience
tree
right now, no.
behind me. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Change the anchor of the camera. Yeah, it went from being like pink and blue to orange and purple, which I think is actually a pretty cool color for this tree. Like they really should have done they really should do like a seasonal thing in here. Every part of the year, they update this to different, both to different celebrations, but also to having it so that, like for instance, Christmas or oh, what would be the other one? Probably would be like Halloween, Christmas, maybe Easter, and all that. So Christmas, this may be like there'd be decorations hanging from the massive tree. There would be other kinds of things around, candy canes, etc. You get the idea. You've seen all the Christmas stuff before, I'm sure. That would be a cool thing to see. Because not only will it keep this world updated and keep people wanting to come back to it.
Christmas before?
This Christmas themed? I don't think so.
What is Christmas?
Why? Exactly.
Kerstmis.
Guessimus. Fucking Dini and Lau.
We have Thanksgiving next month. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, Thanksgiving. A time to be grateful for those around us, if I remember right. Yeah.
Didn't it have something to do with the Native Americans at
Yeah,
Thanksgiving?
did technically. Like it was kind of like a
remember,
truce
I don't.
thing between settlers and Native Americans. But yeah. Renard, my father passed away 3 months ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah. My condolences.
Yeah, my condolences, mate.
And because I kind of have been celebrating the Day of the Dead, it's a time not of mourning, but of remembrance, like of celebrating who that person was. And all the good times you had with them. That's what they celebrate over in Mexico. It's not that they're mourning the loss of that person, but remembering them. A good, happy memory.
They are celebrating. They are celebrating the lives of the ones who've passed.
I also kind of want that when I die. I don't.
Celebrating them.
I don't really want this, like, because over here it's always so, like, the ceremonies are always so like they don't make you feel better at all. They make you feel worse because they're just so sad with sad music and with like people crying, and it's just like.
It's not going to be the same without my father.
Yourself,
no, it's not going to be. I understand that 100%. Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna put a meme song or like like maybe Duma or something, or like I don't know.
Hmm. I definitely wouldn't. If when I do pass, I wouldn't want people to feel sad. I'd want them to feel they knew me as a friend or family and that they had fond memories.
I know.
I honestly want people to laugh at my funeral because I want people to, I don't know,
Oh yeah.
feel good.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want them to feel shit.
Yeah.
To have them like maybe like in the music that I put in, have some jokes there, like some funny parodies or some humor, like weird shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
Doesn't have to be that serious.
Nah, nah.
I
I
get
think
it.
celebrating
That
someone's
serious?
that's a good idea for a song. uh yeah,
No, but like sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Um,
Celebrating
yeah.
Celebrating the holidays. Yeah, definitely for those that have had someone pass, I think it's going to always be one of those cases of yeah, it's never going to be the same without them, but again, you always got memories of them and how you can always carry those memories on with said individual and all that. Yeah.
By the way, I'm gonna grab myself a cup of tea. I'll be
good.
back
You
in a
go
couple
get
of
yourself your
minutes.
drink you need.
Yes.
I will not stay for too long.
Okay.
But,
that's all good.
I need to go to work in
Oh
about
yeah.
7 hours.
Ah. Yeah, you go get yourself sorted for work
And
then, and I'll see you around.
that that's that's the thing. I work early
Yeah.
in the morning.
Oh, it's all good. I yeah, that's something that a lot of people I know have in many cases when I'm talking to them. Some people I know either get extra work weeks and they barely ever see them on here, and then you might see them like on until like 11 and 12 at night for me, and I stay up because I get to see those people, and it's like, do I balance my sleeping schedule or get to stay up and see this person I may only see once a week at most on here? And I'm on here like nearly every night. So, yeah. Yeah, but I'm still doing all right. Well, that's good to hear. Good support from my family and friends helps a lot. Yes, it does. Yeah. I definitely enjoy seeing some of the people's creations around this time of the year as well. With both with the Day of the Dead and Halloween, I've been seeing a lot of people celebrating in very unique ways. I've been watching a few people in one of the discords who was decorating his house out for Halloween, and it was pretty impressive. They were making tombstones and skeletons and all that nice stuff. They had it all lit up with LEDs and made it look perfect. Like this is like perfect like Halloween style house this person made from their front doorstep. So some people really get into that, and I'm absolutely amazed at it. Like, and I've also seen a lot of people carving pumpkins, and some of them look pretty impressive. Like some people really take pride in their work. One person I saw how they carved it was they carved it in such a way so that the light would partially shine through the opaque parts darker, and other parts were carved all the way through. So the light would come through in different levels. So certain areas were more brighter than others. It's pretty cool. What's my favorite candy? Halloween candy? Um, Generally my favorite candy I haven't had in a long while because I don't see it often over here would be candy corn. I don't see it often enough to get it. But if I do see some, I'm probably going to buy it because, yeah. And mini, oh yeah. Yours is Reese's Pieces, Reese's Pumpkins. Oh, I've never seen that one before. I might try and find it. Who knows? Might find it if I'm lucky. And the mini chocolate party cakes. Cool. Um, I occasionally get Reese's Pieces over here on occasions, but it's not often that I do buy them because I don't eat a lot of because I don't get out a lot. I should be getting more exercise, so I avoid eating a lot of like sugary, fatty foods often. But I do have an exercycle, and what I might do one stream is actually get on the exercycle while in VR. It's a little bit of a janky setup to do, but I can do it. It's just a matter of positioning the headsets and everything prior to getting onto the exercycle, so that I don't end up on my rear end going, "Ouch! I may have broke something." Either myself or some expensive piece of VR equipment. Both of which is just not pleasant for the wallet, because one, VR equipment is not cheap to get either fixed or new ones, and bones are not easily reset for cheap prices around here especially. So I avoid trying to especially intentionally cause myself any harm. But yeah.
And I'm back.
John,
What did I miss?
what about you guys? John is asking about our favorite Halloween candy. Well, we don't really celebrate Halloween here.
No, we don't really celebrate Halloween over here. We do have it as kind of a, but we do have an equivalent.
We do have Sint Maarten.
Sint Maarten.
Or Saints.
Similar. What's your favorite candy?
You don't see this in like the when collecting candy from door to door. But Lutty Arlequin is quite nice.
Oh, do go
on. It kind of tastes like the lollipops you get.
Oh, it's
they
like
are
a hard candy.
Like little. It's a hard candy, yes.
Yeah.
It's sweet and it has a sour hint to it. I like it.
Like kind of like a sour apple.
Oh yeah.
Hard candy, I'm guessing almost.
It's like fresh a bit, but not minty fresh, but like.
Oh yeah. I've had quite a few of those style candies, and they're okay. Yeah, they're like, especially if you get a good one that's made really well. It's like you could easily suck on that for a few hours. One of the other candies that occasionally...
God, be careful what you say on YouTube. Oh my god.
Yeah, ha. You're just in a certain mood that I can't mention on here.
Okay. I like the good old zure matten.
Ooh.
Or a candy that I don't think that's something that you guys will understand, but
do describe.
Sour mats.
Sour what?
So it's a mat. So I don't know, like it's kind of a flat shape, and it's long. It's long and flat, and it's soft, and you can just kind of like a jerky.
Oh yeah, same texture as jerky.
Except it's kind of similar, yes, but like it's candy, and it has like these sour it looks like sugar, like powder, like like crystal kind of stuff, but it's sour.
Oh.
And also sweet at the same time. And I loved it as a kid.
Sounds like taffy that's covered in a sour sugar crystals. That's how I see it.
It's not really taffy. It's like
Oh yeah. Do you guys believe in ghosts?
Chemical.
I think sour rolls.
Yeah. Sour rolls. I actually have seen a ghost. What I believe was a ghost. Actually, I have seen one. So take that with what you will. I personally think it was kind of it wasn't a scary or spooky thing. It was kind of like, did I just see that kind of moment? For me, it didn't scare me. And I'm going to explain what I saw and everything. I went out one evening, out in the backyard of the house we used to live at. And this property was old. It was Art Deco period, which, I don't know. Anyways, it was an old house that had like an indoor fireplace that was open, like one of those open fireplaces. And the whole outside area at night was so well lit by the moon that you could see, like I could handle and do things that would normally require me to use a light of some kind. And I actually will say this, I was just casually sitting there looking out at the moon and enjoying quite a nice night. And I had this really, like that feeling like you're being watched from behind. And I sometimes, it's like that sense that you feel like someone is there. So I turn around, maybe expecting to see something there. At first, I didn't see anything. It was just like, what's that all about? And then I noticed it. This faint apparition about the height of a little girl, about 5 years old, was moving along a footpath to the back door of the house and then disappeared at the steps to the back door. Moments later, my father walked out and was like, "What are you doing?" And he saw my face and was like, "Did you see a ghost?" I said, "Yeah, it disappeared right in front of you." The look on his face was absolute shock because he knew I wasn't telling a lie. Yeah, there's that one ghost story I had. What about werewolves?
I also have a story.
For me, I have seen, technically they do exist in a way that's kind of biologically weird. There's a biological condition some people get, where they will grow hair all over their body.
Those are not really werewolves.
But I don't think they're werewolves.
It could have led to the mythos of them, is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe.
Because of that. But that's as best as we know. Yeah.
I have a ghost story too.
Werewolves.
Go on.
This one's pretty sad. But I also went through a death a couple months ago, actually. And I think because I saw my grandma die, I think I felt her leave. And I also saw like an apparition. Because I remember very clearly when I was sitting beside her in the hospital, she was still alive at that point. But she was like barely alive. And I remember kind of meditating, and then when I looked at the window, I saw something. At first I thought it was just a trick of the lights, but I saw something land, kind of like it came through the window, and right at that moment my grandma, her breathing became slower, and all of a sudden she died.
Wow.
And that's when I felt her presence still. And then was gone.
That's
kind of weird feeling.
But impressive.
So if I believe in ghosts, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That's a weird thing. Sometimes I think it was just a trick of my mind. Sometimes I believe it. Sometimes I'm agnostic and I'm weird that way, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I see things with
werewolves. No, I don't believe in werewolves.
Yeah. Oh well. For the most part, yeah, it's pretty odd out there with everything. Yeah. But this world's got all kinds of little hidden things in it. They added a area like all the areas over here have different things. There's like tombstones and all that you can see behind me, and over here too. There's quite a few nice little areas to sit around and enjoy the spooky season. And I like what they've done with the crystals. They've made them orange instead of blue. They've done pretty well with this world, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it's autumn colors. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes I do enjoy autumn when the tree leaves fall, because all the everything just goes that one like orange to red color almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I like the beginning of autumn when the trees are kind of red, yellowish, but then they just turn brown and become kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, speaking of autumn, I actually made a pumpkin soup today.
Oh. Nice.
And it was okay, but it was not my favorite soup. But it was all right.
Yeah. Actually,
I don't know what it is with
myself.
pumpkins. Yeah? What kind of soup?
It was a vegetable soup. It was a bacon one. Like, bacon, various vegetables all chopped up and thrown in, as well as some grains. And it was pretty damn good. It was, like, I could sit there and drink a few cupfuls of it and then, like, be pretty satisfied with it. What about big spiders? I'm not so much.
I believe in big spiders.
I've seen big spiders.
Yeah, I mean, you live down under, so below down under, so you have.
We don't have massive tarantulas, but we've got fairly decent sized spiders. And what I mean by spiders, I mean pretty decent sized ones. They're not like poisonous.
I mean, I know like the.
Go on.
I mean, I know like your
venomous. You mean?
At least Australia has like a whole bunch of dangerous animals. I don't know about New Zealand if that's the same way, but
not really. No, we don't have we don't have spiders that are really that poisonous. Like there are a couple, but it's nowhere near as the same as Australia.
Australia, I've heard like if you move to Australia, your life expectancy reduces by 20%.
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, Australia is pretty big, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can fit New Zealand inside of Australia, essentially, comparatively to landmass. What was it? The entirety of the species of large spiders is kind of crazy, but they they broke it into like various groups, but the most part is yes, there are massive spiders out there. Am I scared of most of them? Not really. It's like, oh, that's a big spider. It's like, ugh. Move my hand away. It's like, ooh, don't want it getting on me. Most of them, though, they tend to just either run away from you or find a place to hide. That's why most of the time over there, you see them shaking out their boots and socks just to be sure there's no said creepy crawly in it.
Also, are there kangaroos in New Zealand as well, or is that just Australia?
The human spider can be 5 inches big. Oh, that's interesting, John. Actually, kangaroos.
I think he meant.
There actually is.
They are in New Zealand as well.
They were introduced. They are a wallaby. They're a smaller kangaroo, but yes, technically there are. Osiris joined us. Wow. Someone joined me today. Let's see where they're at. Hey, bud. How you doing?
Hello.
Good next, Reynard.
We're just live on
Hello.
YouTube, just to let you know.
Nah.
Interesting avatar.
Eeh.
This is going
Thank you. Thank you.
Sparkly.
E.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
E.
We're just
Yeah, I saw
randomly
that you were.
talking about various stuff and having a good time. Yeah.
I thought I'd come and join.
Okay. It's good to see you. Boop. It's a killer whale or an orca.
E. Yes. Squeak, squeak.
Yeah.
E.
Orcas are actually part of the dolphin
Hello,
family.
Chad.
Yeah.
Indeed. The largest of the dolphin family, in fact.
Yep. We actually do occasionally see them over here in New Zealand. They're not super common, but occasionally they do show up. Yeah. Yeah.
And despite what anybody says, they will not harm humans unless you first harm them.
Yeah, they'll
End of
protect
story.
themselves pretty much.
But even then, they'll probably just avoid you.
Yeah, most of the time they avoid trouble. Oh, the funniest one over here.
Killer whales, though.
Oh, they hunt seals and other such animals. They even will hunt sharks. Yeah.
Particular groups, yep.
Yep.
There's the fish eaters, and then there's the kind of the rogue ones that are more
seals.
Well, it's like the fish groups are usually the bigger pods and groups.
Yeah, they work
whereas
together.
the mammal-eating ones, but the mammal-eating ones are usually only 1 or 2 or 3 at most, whereas the fish eaters are in the dozens, so.
I've noticed that when they're in larger groups, they'll tend to hunt schools of fish because they can then they can cause them to go into a ball or a bait ball, bring them to the surface, and then they'll try and catch them there. And I've actually watched them while hunting seals on ice. Like the seals will sit on top of an ice block, and they'll take turns breaking and trying to flip the block of ice over. That's how good they are at problem solving. They're able to figure out how to
create also. I've seen they can also swim together to create a wave.
Yep.
To try to push off the seals into the water.
They'll either push them off of the wave, or they'll break the ice up enough that they can able to then flip it. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. And I've watched them sitting there's videos of seals that'll jump onto the backs of boats, and you'll see the orcas looking up at the seal while it's sitting on the boat. It's like bugger, I'm not going to bother with that. They don't want to go near the boat because of the prop and all that. They know prop bad, stay away. So they'll keep an eye on the seal until either it jumps off or someone pushes it off. Sometimes they'll follow the boat for quite a distance, actually, to try and wait until it falls off. They're that clever. They'll follow the boat because they know the seal is sitting on the back of it. But yeah.
And then of course we have penguins who are just so freaking adorable that jumps into a boat. The humans are all like, nope, you stay here. And the orca's like, curse you humans.
Oh boy, yeah. For instance, over here,
Emperor penguins gonna get pretty big.
Oh yeah, they're like up.
Emperor penguins are big.
High,
yep.
If I remember right. So they're a fairly decent sized bird for their anatomy. They're quite a weird creature. Emperor penguins and penguins in general, they're weird. Oh, Zero joined. Oh, Zerus or something? Who is it? Hello.
Zalrus.
Hello. Wow.
Hello.
Can't help but notice the six pack. Oh, haha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Alright, Beans, I'm heading off. I'm
Hello.
going to
How you
sleep.
doing, bud? It's good to see you.
Doing okay.
Okay, good night.
Mm.
Good.
What you been what you been up to, Bean? Hmm?
Oh, live streaming with a few
Nice,
friends
yeah.
and also working on a couple projects. I hope you've been having a great Halloween as well. Yeah.
So far it's been going all right.
That's good.
Still gotta, it's crazy that it's in 2 more days too.
I know, right?
But you know,
The year's flying by and there's already Christmas decorations and Halloween decorations being sold in the
oh
same store.
please don't
I know,
remind
right?
me about the Christmas crap. So yeah, I know it's already happening.
I know. It's so weird and annoying.
It seems like every year they start putting those Christmas stuff out earlier and earlier and earlier. It's like, stop!
Yeah. Essentially, it's just them trying to market this stuff to me. It's like, I've already got a box full of these decorations, and I've got a 3D printer that I can print any extra with. It's like, I don't need any more decorations, thank you. We've
There
got
will
the
always be
same
people
Christmas
that don't
tree.
have decoration.
Oh, I'm sure after some
And,
people move and all that, but it's like,
And
oh, do they need to sell it this early in the year?
yeah, no, like I've already had Christmas
Apparently-
commercials back in fucking September.
Bruh.
Wait,
No
wait,
joke.
what?
Bruh.
Wait, you already had
September.
Christmas commercials already?
Bruh.
I mean, not
Sorry.
Christmas. It's Santa Claus, but that's like in the same month.
Okay.
So
Oh my gosh, that's bad enough.
so
Yeah.
they're already selling chocolate letters.
Oh.
I mean, I don't mind, but
Yeah.
it's a bit early.
Yeah. It's one of
You know,
People
this
are
is the
already
first time I've
celebrating.
ever seen an orca with a 6-pack. That's interesting.
Yep.
Well,
They're
if I
already
give
celebrating
him
New
a
Year's
gut,
as well with their
if I give him a
annoying
gut,
fireworks
he
everywhere.
actually has
Oh,
the gut
gosh.
interactable. Like
John Clapper.
now,
Oh,
now
really?
you can
Cool
actually
blue dragon,
you can actually
yes.
rub the belly.
Oh gosh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can
I'm not
actually
in
rub
VR,
the
so
belly.
somebody in VR is gonna have to try it. Oh well, I
What?
guess that means you, Volcanex. I mean, no, he's saying rub the belly to show out the.
It's got interactive physics.
Interactable.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yep.
Yeah.
the tickle finger.
Oh, for anyone wondering, yes, some of New Zealand does celebrate Halloween, but it's not as common over here as it is over in the US and maybe Britain. Yeah.
I think it's mostly American and England. Yes, that's celebrate Halloween.
Yeah.
Bah.
We more celebrate things like
Okay.
New
Mm.
Year's, Halloween's not that
Yeah.
common. New Year's, Christmas,
What did you
sometimes a bit of Guy Fawkes, but that's more of a British thing.
forget?
But of course, if I can get my hands on a box of fireworks, of course I'm gonna.
Guy Fawkes, what?
It's like your New
is that?
Year's, where your guys are throwing off fireworks during New Year's, we celebrate during Guy Fawkes with fireworks. It's just like a time
When
of year.
is that?
I think it's either November, because it's close to December. That's what I remember. So I have to try and go into one of the stores at some point soon and buy a box of said boomers. 'Cause, oh boy, do I love letting those little guys go bang and boom.
Of course you would. Yeah. Then scare the ever living crap out of the dogs, and then you.
Oh, we just shut them inside and keep them away from the noise. they then can huddle on the couch and keep all nice and cozy and safe. So they're well and truly away from said explosions and loud noises. But normally what happens is we don't use all our fireworks on Guy Fawkes. We save some of them for New Year's. And we let the rest off during New Year's. That's when we make a lot of noises during New Year's.
Well, yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
I bet it is.
I'm almost tempted to buy some rocket motors, which are used for making model rockets, and letting one of those suckers rip off. We can buy these ones, I think they're called Ds or Cs, and they're a fairly decent sized motor. They can lob a payload a good 100 and something meters into the air. Oh, they look real cool. Just the motor alone going up into the air, it just is like this big fireball going straight up into the air with a really loud roar, and then it makes a little wee.
Oh, guys, I have a story.
Mm.
I have a story to tell on that one. When I was younger, I had a those model rocket sets and such.
Oh.
And actually, that's exactly what I did. What I would do is literally just so I could get the like something over that little short pole. Basically, what I did was I strapped a straw to the rocket itself, put it down, set it,
lit it,
went back, grabbed the controller, and went 3, 2, 1, boom, and then that thing shot off, and it looked like and at night it actually looks like a firework going off because of the propellant that's needed to shoot out the parachute.
Yeah, it does.
It actually shoots out some sparks, and I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, I like this.
Yeah, I might at daytime what I might do is fill a cardboard tube on top of it with chalk dust and confetti. So when it gets to the end, instead of it launching a parachute, it just goes sends a huge cloud of color into the air. Like you could be able to fill it with
oh jeez,
like purples, bright greens, and like streamers and all that, and it'll just be like ping as it goes out, big cloud of color.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, daytime
Maybe
fireworks are a thing.
yeah.
They actually look real cool, daytime fireworks, like especially the color ones, because they're essentially like the equivalent of a smoke bomb, but you're shooting that up into the air 100 and something meters, and it just makes a big cloud or trail of smoke as it goes up. It's real cool.
So, how many ducks in this world have you guys found?
Oh, I found all 10 of them. I've actually previously I've found
I don't know. I haven't been here yet.
There's these little wee
I
rubber
found all 10 of
ducks sitting around. They have a little witch's hat on them, and you just look for them and click them. They're in some pretty odd places, but if you spend enough time just wandering around this world, you will find them. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get a kind of disappointing prize, but
Yeah.
so it's all right.
It's all right, but it's kind
I'll come
of
back
basic.
I'll come back to this world later on and look for them at some time.
That's what I'd recommend too. It's just enjoying this world and make your own instance of it. For the most part, though, I've been enjoying Halloween when it comes to all these people that have been doing all kinds of cool stuff. But one of the favourite things around this time of the year is because it's becoming spring and summer over here in New Zealand, things are warming up. And it's actually really nice because
you guys have that.
Put it this way, because a lot of the fruits and vegetables are starting to grow. There's more things like, for instance, people are starting to grow apples and tomatoes. you get some pretty nice food starts to just like locally starts to be churning out. One of my favorite ones though is because around this time of the year, all the nice lettuces and everything, you can make a really tasty salad with the local made ingredients, and oh my god, it's great. Because normally things like lettuce and all that don't grow during the winter months. Yeah.
By the
I'll see you
way,
next week, Volk,
I'm noticing.
and happy Halloween. You too, John. You have a great Halloween. Yeah. Wow.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
I see a very similarity between those flowers and your tail, Renard.
Oh
like
yeah,
the big yellow flowers over there. They look like tails. They literally remind me of like a tail.
Yeah,
They're foxtails, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Kind of sad that they got rid of the music. I missed the music.
I'm guessing it's because of the Halloween update they changed the music. I do know the actual person who actually composed the actual music for this world. I know them personally on here. They're Hairu. They work on vrchat's team. They're a real talented dev that makes all kinds of stuff, even their own avatars. They have them on Gumroad, and they're pretty good actually. He does a great job with them. I know a few people who both make avatars and worlds. Both of them are impressive. You've actually seen the world that before that was in what was it, the virtual furry museum, which Sotolo runs. He's impressively talented with what he does. He updated his world to have a Halloween theme along with the family furry friender exhibit that he has in there. I know another fur by the name Tale of the Sun. He actually gone to an actual IRL museum and is showing off furry related stuff at a museum. Yeah.
Nice.
This guy's
that's cool.
talented. Like he's a computer engineer and electronics specialist. Like he really knows a lot more than I could even possibly shake a stick at when it comes to technology. He's really nice old fur. Like he has a voice similar to David Attenborough from the Discovery Channel. If you've ever heard of him. Yeah.
Don't know if I don't know if I know his name.
Old guy, white hair. Normally does a lot of like videos on animals and all that history.
Oh, is he the presenter from Frozen Planet?
Yes, that dude.
Oh yeah, then I do know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I know who he is.
Yeah, he sounds almost like him. Different, but that's the best way to describe his voice in a way. Really nice guy overall though. Like he's real kind and approachable. He has this really beautiful big lion avatar. Like it's big like quadruped avatar with big wings and horns. It's like really quite a beautiful looking avatar overall. And like he was just sitting down and talking with me about all kinds of stuff for a while. Occasionally I drop in on him when he's not in a world that's literally got over 80 people in it and you have to sit in a queue waiting to join. It feels like you're in a game lobby waiting to join a queue of people. It's just like will this world even run properly on my computer if it's got that many people and
the funny thing is every time I've seen Tao, it's funny. He'll like as soon as he sees me, he just walks right up to me and gives me a whole bunch of pets and nuzzles and everything, just being all friendly and everything.
Yeah,
just being the adorable lion he is. So
yeah, that's the amazing thing about VR chat. You can just
By the
find
way,
some of the most.
I have to go to bed.
Oh,
I have
it's
to
all
get up
good.
pretty early tomorrow.
Well, we have been
It
streaming
was
for
nice
over an
being here.
hour. And considering that we've been streaming that long, yeah, I'm guessing it's about 12 p.m. for you.
Yes.
Because it's 12 p.m. for me. 12:06 p.m.
Alright, so
Talking about
nice to meet-
AM or PM?
PM.
For me it's night time.
Yeah.
For this boy it's daytime. We are exactly 12 hours apart.
Yep.
Oh, it's nighttime for you, so it'd be 12 AM for you then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
we
sure,
don't do
right.
AM, PM, we just say 0 or 12.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I did that.
So, mm-hmm.
Well,
you
so
have a
have
good
a good
sleep.
night then.
Good night. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Show those Z's who's boss and capture them so they get you get all the sleep that you can get out of them.
Well, oh well, but you get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you around. It's always good to see you.
See you around. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wah.
Whale
Bye.
puns. Whale puns.
That's what I've been struggling with all like the last 2 weeks with running 2 jobs. You know, it's like every single time I'm not working, it's like I'm either eating or sleeping, and the sleep just does not happen when I want it to. And so it's like I finally had the mentality of, okay, I need to just hunt down these Z's and capture them to show them who's boss. It's like it's so difficult to tell my mind to shut up. It's like, stop thinking.
Yeah.
No, I get that completely. I know how that is. I've had my fair share of that.
Yeah.
So no, I get you.
It's like my ADD just will not turn off when I hit that pillow, and it's like, even with melatonin, it's just like, oh,
I have ADD as well, so I know how you feel. Trust me.
Yeah, my autistic brain can be a bit like that sometimes. It's like, oh, did I turn all that off? Oh, did I make sure that I have everything here? Oh, is my drink bottle sitting next to my bed? It's kind of.
Oh yeah, you gotta have everything.
Where I need
Yep,
it.
you gotta have everything organized. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I know that one. I know that one. It's like I need to keep my apartment at least a little organized and, you know,
It's
somewhat
organized
presentable,
in the
'cause-
disorganized way that it is.
yeah.
There's literal junk piles that I need to go through and sort out. But the reason I keep those said junk piles is like, oh, do I need a spare transformer for something, or do I need a extra USB micro or Type C cable? Because I know sometimes they go bad. And it's just like, oh.
You should get yourself some
They
totes.
can.
Probably should. I probably should sort out. I've got some bins in the garage that I store a lot of stuff in. I should probably sort those out because there is stuff in there that's not really needed. And I should throw some of that into some of that stuff into a bin so I can able to sell it, either get rid of it or sell it. But the rest of it, yeah, I can sort out. Main thing is though, go on.
Oh, I'm just noticing my pinkies. It's like, man, I need a glass of wine so I have my pinky raised, and
Huh?
it's like both of my hand gestures automatically just
Oh. Yeah.
so elegant. But anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to sort some of that stuff out at some point. I've been working on one of my projects the last few weeks. A little optic device that I've been working on in the backgrounds. If some of you have been following me on Blue Sky, I have a project that I'm working on. Essentially, if you've ever seen like a Google Smart Glass, those things, essentially what it is
Oh
a
yeah,
little
I've seen it.
lens that has a screen attached to it, and it sits in front of your eye. You can see through the said display, but when you turn it on, it becomes a little wee tiny screen that you can actually see in front of your eye. These things are really cool because optically that little display is a 4K resolution display. All of my other monitors are only at least 1080p or under that. Even my VR headset. This tiny display is so clear and so impressively well made for what it is that it runs at a higher resolution than any of my other displays. Which is impressive for its size. Like, you think of how hard it would be to make a display that small, let alone make it to the equivalent of the same resolution as some TVs are set at. That's impressive. Like, I know some of our family have like real high resolution televisions, and those things cost a few grand. Now think of something that's like that, and you would understand. Luckily, I only paid about $400 for this tiny thing that fits in the palm of my hand.
Nice.
Yeah. Some of the smart glasses that you buy on the market cost upwards of over $1,000. And they only have a battery that's about 200 to 400 milliamp hour. My phone has at least over 1,000 milliamp hours, which allows for you to, run the phone most of the day, depending on what you're doing on it. Which is pretty good if you're just using if you just need a phone that you can call and text people with, and maybe occasionally watch a few videos on. That's an okay phone overall, but the fact that you can be able to get a display and the power and all that through just an HDMI cable is kind of impressive. That tiny little display, because of how it works, there's actually because of how HDMI sometimes has to power something on the other end. So your screen, when you plug in like a TV into your computer, what it does is it will use the power from the HDMI to go, okay, you're plugged into this device, and it will send back information telling, oh, this is what you're plugged into. And it can then select the right driver and resolution to display on the said display, allowing you to be able to then run it. That's essentially mostly the information for it, but that 5 volts though can be used to power the actual display if it's small enough. And a few other devices took advantages. Some of the original, you ever seen those like little Amazon Fire Sticks they plug into the backs of TVs? Here's a funny thing.
I think so.
Some of them, some of the original things like that, these like little microcomputers, they actually worked off of just the power from the HDMI alone. That's pretty impressive. To think you could be able to make a computer small enough to do that, and also run off just the HDMI's power. That's kind of crazy. Although, you would almost think they would make like a different version of HDMI that has a power delivery for said devices. Like an HDMI 2 or 3.0 that has the ability to power a plugged-in device. So, say instead of me having to plug in a USB cable and a display cable, you just have to plug in the display cable for a VR headset to work, because it would power the actual display. That would be a kind of neat feature. As to its practicality, well, there would be some applications where it could be used, such as said Fire Sticks or small computers being plugged into the back of a TV. All you'd have to do is just plug one cable in. Or even just the unit just plugged straight in. That stuff sort of kind of interests me, as it makes everything streamlined. But I think what's the next biggest thing with connections is most likely how Type-C has become a thing. You can literally run both internet data, video data, and power over the same cable. That's impressive. USB 3.0 Type-C. Can do all kinds of things with that. Power delivery is one of the
actually my laptop actually uses Thunderbolt 4, so it'll act on the USB Type-C, so it'll actually run you know, I'm actually using one of my monitors. I'm using USB Type-C to DisplayPort.
Yeah. I've actually got a adapter, but none of my devices actually do video over Type-C. Sadly, like I was thinking, it would have been kind of cool to be able to do that with my phone. Here's the funny thing: technically, my phone can do it, but it requires whatever it's plugged into to be a computer. How it works is it's using a program on my computer called Scrappy.win. What it does is somehow it screen captures what's on your screen and sends it over to your computer with this program. So I can screen capture my phone, and then using that, I can also control the phone through it. I can actually control my phone through this program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool little feature.
Yeah. It's a very basic program that you just once you've got your phone hooked up and the program running, you just got to allow for USB debugging, and it'll then work. There have been devices that were made to allow this to work, but they're very expensive, and I haven't seen many of them on the market. But the idea is you just plug this thing in over USB 3.0, and it would allow the device to essentially control screens and all that, and it was pretty cool. It was essentially like a dock for most phones, essentially. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh well. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 17 minutes. I think we'll cut it off about here with the stream, but I hope everyone who dropped in for said stream has enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. You all have a great evening, and I hope that you've all had a great time. It's been good seeing you all. Also, a big shout out to all my friends who join these streams. It's always nice to see them. They are a good reason why I do this. Yeah. You all have a happy Halloween, and I hope to see you around very shortly. Have a great time. See yous. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.